Hi there everybody, and welcome to Extreme Fitness Personal Training. It's one of those places that we hear so many folks are just afraid to come into. They pass by our building, they see our doors, but they're afraid to come inside and see what we do. And we are one of the area's largest private personal training facilities. Not just regular personal training, but functional personal training. So, what is functional training? Functional training, by definition, is training or exercises that help to reflect the activities of daily living so that the activities of daily living become easier to do with less instance of injury. And isn't that what we're all here to do? Isn't that what we want our training to do? Of course, some of us are working out because we want to be bodybuilders. Some of us are working out because we want to be professional athletes, or we're already athletes and we want to go to a higher level. But the bottom line is that the training we do should reflect our lives in some way. And that's what we do. That's why our facility looks like it does. And that's how we roll. So let's take a quick tour. This is the inside of our 7,000 square foot facility, which is located in historic Fallsington, Pennsylvania. 6 Headley Place is our address. It's easily accessible from all the major highways, I-95, Route 1, and Route 13. And as you can see as you look around, we're really not at all like other gyms. Although other gyms right now are starting to incorporate functional training spaces or functional training rooms, we are a functional training facility. As the old saying goes, do one thing and do it better than anybody. That's always our goal here at Extreme Fitness. We don't offer a lot of classes and programs and different things to do. Our forte is functional personal training, a one-on-one environment that produces results faster and safer than any other method. You know, one of the most important factors of what we do here at Extreme is constant nutritional guidance. We do it during our sessions, we do it in the middle of our boot camp classes. We constantly reinforce the importance of proper nutrition. It is 85% of where your success rate is going to come from, both in strength, condition, and fat loss. Whatever your goals are, if you're not eating correctly, it's not going to happen, no matter how hard you train. So we partnered up with Primal Nutrition, a local supplement outfit who's been great in helping us come up with products that are necessary for an athlete, necessary for proper health. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no refined sugars, all non-GMO. All organic, pure sources. So there's no blue drinks, there's no caffeinated products, there's no pre-workout shakes right here. We have organic plant proteins, we have pure vitamins and minerals, the things that your body utilizes that are effective, that are scientifically proven over and over and over again on published information that you can find in an instant, that it's good for you, that it promotes health and increases your performance. There's no hype, there's no BS. What we have back here is a small section because that's all we recommend. We're all about real foods, we're all about organic foods. We want you to eat, to lose, and everyone is held accountable here. You know, out of all the things that we do here at Extreme, where we run, we push, we pull, we climb, we drag, we crawl, everything that the human body was meant to do, this is one of the greatest things ever. Who doesn't like to hit things? And who doesn't want to hit their personal trainer? So, out of the ordinary things, that's what we're all about. Do you need to know how to defend yourself? Everybody needs to know how to defend themselves, but who really knows how? Who really knows how to throw an effective punch or an effective kick or to be able to prevent someone from taking you to the ground? So all of our clients, it doesn't matter how old they are, it's 75 years old, they're in the ring. We have gear on, we're showing them what to do. And all of it builds confidence, strength, condition, and increases the level of health. But how many gyms out there have a full boxing ring inside? And then, of course, there's the tires. You know, back in 2000, when I opened Extreme Fitness and I brought my first tire into the gym. People thought I was crazy. Nobody flipped tires. They thought I was insane. People were calling it insane fitness instead of extreme fitness. We were flipping tires before other varieties of fitness started flipping tires, before it was cool, before it made sense. We were out in the parking lot, pushing them, pulling them, dragging them, flipping them. Why? Because it simulates the deadlift. It simulates the bicep curl. It simulates the bench press. It brings in functional pieces of your body to make this happen. And who doesn't feel so cool when they finally flip the tire? Whether it's 120 pounds or it's 600 pounds. We know what we're doing, and we've got a host of them from 75 pounds up to 1,000 pounds. It's something that, again, our 75-year-old clients flip tires. Yes, they do. Because if they got something that's loaded the ground on their property that they're trying to clean up or pick up, they know exactly how to properly bend down, lift with their legs, get it in the air, and then pick it up and move it. So when things were not cool, we were blazing the trail. Now there's a tire in every gym in America almost, and they think it's the greatest thing ever. But we've been doing it for 15 years. Standard weightlifting equipment, sure, we've got that. Every gym needs it. Although instead of using it as a primary source of exercise to develop individual muscles all alone, we use them as accessory strength building exercises to get the primary movers strong enough, but the functional method that we incorporate strengthens all of the stabilizer muscles, all of the balance muscles, all of the important muscles in the core that get missed when you're sitting in a machine just pressing. Nothing's going on in my core, nothing's going on regarding balance, nothing's going on involving joint stability. There's no movement in the transverse plane, which is how we as humans operate best, through torque. That's where all of our power comes from the core. So if you ignore the core, what happens? You get a bad back, you get sciatica, bad knees, bad ankles, bad shoulders, sore necks, name it. The joints break down because they're never being treated correctly. Besides the fact that in a functional way, if I can get all of your muscles and joints active at the same time, think about how many more calories per minute are coming out of your body, how much better your condition is going to be at the end of that workout. It's the reason why we do 30-minute workouts. We don't do 60-minute workouts. We offer them, but have never had a single taker. Never. Because no one can tolerate us longer than 30 minutes. We get our job done in 30 minutes flat. We encourage people to come in ahead of time and get an effective warm-up and stay behind and do an effective cool-down. And in 30 minutes, the job is done. And then there was the sledgehammer, another thing that we brought in 2001 that no one was doing. Myself, I come from a functional background. I worked in construction for many years, so swinging a sledgehammer to me made total sense. I know exactly how hard it was on the cardiovascular system. I know exactly how many muscles needed to be used to pull that off. Not just for 1 minute, but for a half hour straight. So as a conditioning tool, I knew how important that was to start to incorporate. So like the tires, we've been doing these drills forever. The small mallets, they're handheld, they do a whole lot of mobility work on the shoulder. So, you know, as gyms now are starting to incorporate a functional training room in their gyms because it's becoming more mainstream and gyms know they need it. That's what this whole gym is. It's a functional training gym. There are lots of styles of personal training. Most of them you've seen in the big gyms that you've belonged to in the past, where, you know, personal trainers are going to lead you from piece of equipment to piece of equipment, working on your chest and your back and your biceps, and it's traditional. It's what people are comfortable with. It's what they're familiar with. It's what they expect when they get themselves involved in a personal training program. And we are the antithesis of that. Everything that is, we are not. There's no repetition here. There's no two workouts that are ever the same. That's our equipment, right there. When's the last time you tried to scale a 6-foot wall? Never in your life? Then why wouldn't you want to be able to do that? If you did it as a kid because you like to run around and play, who's to say, what's to say, no matter what your issues are, that there's not some way that you could get over that wall with the right encouragement, the right direction, and the proper training? It can happen. The ropes? Love those things. Everybody hates them. Those are the kind of things that get you up and out of a chair. They're the kind of things that get you up and over a fence. Who knows if you'll ever need to do it? But if you're outside in the yard and you've got to do some moving around, wouldn't it be great to not be afraid to do things? And that's the beauty of functional training. You're not going to be afraid to fall down. You're not going to be afraid to get up. You're not going to be afraid to use your body as a machine, like it was designed to do. It's how our bodies want to train. It's how our bodies respond to training the fastest. And overall, it's how we get healthy quickly.